Hey air signs, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This will be your monthly reading for my air signs, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I do consider these monthly readings timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust that it is the right time. If you're here, I always set the intention that everyone that's meant to be here will find their way here. You're here for a reason. All right, as always, take it how it resonates. Energy is fluid, moves in many directions, goes many ways. If you would like to receive a message this month, simply tap that like button or drop into the comments. Add your energy in some way, shape, or form. Everybody take a deep breath. In your mind's eye, just allow permission for me to connect with your guides. Take one more deep breath and we'll begin. Just connecting with my air signs. It's the overall energy here. When I was meditating on your energy, there was some new potential beginnings opening up in the near future. However, this is a time of heightened emotions for you air signs, heightened sensitivity. So make sure that you're taking extra self-care, being extra gentle with yourself. There is actually something here that is going to, strengthen you. However, you might come to a fork in the road. Some of you guys might decide that you're done with something or someone. Just make sure that what's being said and is actually what's being heard. The same words and messages can often mean different things to different people. Also make sure that you're looking below the surface of your emotional reactions to know what's really going on. Right? Things are not always what they might seem. And allow yourself to leave behind the past of what's no longer necessary so you can truly be the person that you've worked so hard to become. There's a bit of some unexpected or shocking energy that's coming through this month, air signs. Let's see what comes out. I knew that completion card. We got 2 cards in direct here. As I'm recording this, we are in full moon energy. Let's see where we at. We're in October 6th. I'm recording this. Tomorrow is the new blood moon. Nope. In Aries. So, okay. So this makes sense. Completions, right? Because we are a full moon is when it comes to completion, right? When you're able to see more clearly. And in Aries means we're wrapping up a Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac, and beginning something new. However, with this completion in reverse and direct, there may be something that you're not completely finished with, something that or something that you notice needs to be completed, but you're hesitant to let something go, or yeah, it just feels like maybe you know you should let something go, but right, it's you're holding on to something here, and this is what is going to be illuminated at this time, air signs. The moon indirect, there's some illusion here that I think will be revealed. A full moon brings clarity, it brings understanding, right? It's the moon's at its brightest, so there's and the moon represents our inner world, so there is illumination coming around some kind of illusion or some kind of cycle that needs to be wrapped up, completed, something that you perhaps have been holding on to that is no longer relevant, no longer necessary, no longer needed. Air signs. Are we taking all of these? Guess so. On the bottom of the deck, we've got number 4, the beauty way. This energy speaks to finding the beauty in things, finding the good, looking for, even through chaotic situations, you can find something good out of it, right? The lotus blooms in murky water. And it's going to be important to focus on your power and your wisdom and your beauty at this time. Don't be seduced by what seems wrong with you or with the world or with others. Remember that intention follows attention, right? So focus on the positive. Feed your light with more light until you feel truly empowered, right? And then there'll be little need for action, because you'll resolve all your situations from within. You might be feeling tempted by your emotions to follow some lower instincts, right? Are you being invited to enter into a quarrel or fight or bickering with a conflict with someone? Put the sword away. It's not the time for battle. Your enemy is not who you think it is. All right, it's not a time to act from a place of anger that's going to damage your relationships and hurt the ones you care for. All right, find the truth hiding in your heart will affirm your instinct for peace rather than for war. Number 57 breaks down to 12, very divine number. With the time master there, it feels like there's something here with time, divine timing. I mean, time is a construct, right? It's the human mind made up through which life events are seen to flow through a straight line from the past to the future, but this is an illusion. Time moves in patterns and in fractals, sometimes turning like a wheel and other times moving straight like an arrow. But we see time like a ticking clock, and this image reminds us that there's only so much of it to spend in life, kind of like currency. At any given moment, you can see time in all its infinite potential at once, right? Vast and all-compassing, and then shrunken and finite. It really depends on perspective. But when the Time Master comes out, he asks an important question. What, or I should say, will you break free from limited cause and effect thinking by moving beyond the linear illusion and welcoming the cyclic quality of time? When you recognize that life is cycles, you might be finding yourself in a moment when the wheel of time turns and you're able to influence the past, thus changing the present and the future simultaneously. This is at least the true test of the Time Master. You're invited to take your power back, to let go of the past, and to choose to step into your life. In this moment, you are all powerful. You are the Time Master, and anything's possible now. Sometimes it might appear like you're running out of time. You worry that you won't get what you need or what you want. And then everything gets stuck like a log jam, right? But this is only your mind. Time expands and contracts according to your ability to be mindful and observant. Fully engaged in your now. It's time to release the story of the past. Equally, it's time to release your need to know all the details of the future. All of the treasure magically reveals itself when you remain relaxed and present to what's directly in front of you and nothing else. And then you just might realize that you have all the time in the world, that you'll never run out of it. And we have number 16, the eagle. 16 breaks down to the divine number of 7. Eagle comes from the east, the place of the rising sun, of new beginnings. And she soars high in the sky, and yet she can see the smallest detail with clarity without losing track of the bigger picture. And she nests high in the mountains. For eagle, there's no obstacles, there's only opportunities. And she's calling you to ascend, to acquire perspective, so that you can fly wing to wing with great spirit. Some of you guys might feel trapped, like trapped in your daily routine, trapped in your thoughts, trapped in a cycle that you keep repeating. You might feel like you don't really know where to go or what to do next. Have you lost your sense of purpose? Eagle invites you to take a deep breath and spread your wings. When was the last time you opened them? Eagle reminds you that your spirit was born to soar in the heavens. So, as you contemplate your choices, ask yourself, do I want to live in a chicken coop, sheltered from life, counting the regular feedings, or do I want to soar like an eagle? And if your answer is the latter, then accept Eagle's invitation and embrace the courage that will help you to choose the freedom that you desire. It's time to see through the eyes of Eagle. Let your vision of the whole and its parts become laser light, and set your priorities straight. What did you come to do in this life? Did you come to climb up the ladder of financial or social success? Did you come to become a better person, to heal your heart, to realize your essential self? What is your divine mission here on earth? No more excuses. Of course you don't have enough time, enough money, enough sleep. Yet, the time is now to fly into your chosen purpose. If you postpone it, you're betraying yourself. Look through the eyes of Eagle. Consider every obstacle as an opportunity. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. Free yourself. Live your highest destiny. Fly. Air signs, fly. It's time to fly. Where you set your intention is where you'll end up. I'm going to grab some angel messages to wrap this up. I was trying to decide if I even want to do any more because this, I feel like, has already been such a beautiful reading. But the angels are asking for a couple messages here, so we'll see what they have to say. Thank you. On the bottom, we have multifaceted with the titanium rainbow quartz. There are many layers and dimensions to the situation or person that you're asking about. Many layers. We've got a windfall of abundance. An increase of abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God. Your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitations. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. This, perhaps the most important one, complaints. No more complaining. Complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. Watch your increased confidence and assertiveness. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. And then we've got two more. Blackout distractions. You may be feeling distracted, air signs, because this keeps coming up. Like there's something that you're holding on to, that you keep going back to, that you keep kind of in its illusion. Okay, it's time to let it go and to really step into your intention and being very intentional with what you want to call in and what you choose to see, what you choose to give your energy to. It says blackout distractions. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything or any thought that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them out. We've got exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising, and then it becomes its own reward. Thank you guys so much for liking and sharing and commenting and subscribing. Make sure you tap that notification bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos. I appreciate you guys being here. Let me know how this resonated for you in the comments, or just say hey, let me know you were here. I really do love hearing from you guys, and it really does help the channel to grow. So love you guys.